Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to the Book Wormhole. I'm very excited to announce that I will be one of the hosts for the Monster High Readathon. This is a readathon taking place throughout the month of October. It was originally created by Claire DeWico. This is a readathon where we take various Monster High characters and make prompts based off of them. My co-host this year will be, of course, the creator Claire DeWico, and second-time host Johara from The Witchy Reader, and I'll link both of their channels in the description below. So we had this planned pretty much since last year when the last readathon ended, so I am so excited to finally get to share with you the characters we chose for this year and the prompts that we created. The prompts we try to give as much interpretation as possible so readers of every genre can participate in this. So for this video, I'm just going to go over the characters we chose and the prompts that we came up for them, and then I will do a separate video, hopefully coming out next week, of my TBR, along with book recommendations that fulfill each prompt. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you the characters we chose for this year. The first being, of course, Venus McFlytrap, who is one of my favorite Monster High characters, and she is the daughter of the plant monster. Next, we chose Rochelle Goyle, who is the daughter of the gargoyle. Robecca Steam, who I believe is canonically daughter of a mad scientist, but also, obviously, she's a robot. Neighthan Rots, who is the son of a unicorn and a zombie, and Skelita Calaveras, who is daughter of a skeleton. The first prompt is plant monsters. Pretty self-explanatory why we came up with that, because Venus is a plant monster herself, and so for this category we're looking for any book that is heavily related to nature or has plants present in the book. The second plant is Pollen of Persuasion. This is Venus's freaky Flaw. I personally wanted to do this because Venus is a punk who fights for the environment, so I thought it would be cool to read a book based off of, a story calling for social change. This can either relate to reality or just, if you're reading a fantasy or science fiction that's about rebellion, I think that would also count for this category. And the last prompt it came up with is Ghoulfriends Forever. This is a book series that Venus is a main character of, where she is besties with Robecca and Rochelle, two of our other choices this year. And so for this, we're looking for any book that centers on female friendship or has a strong element of female friendship in the story. Next, we'll talk about the prompts for Rochelle Goyle. The first one is Scaris City of Frights. Obviously, we chose this because this is, I think, the movie that she debuts in, and she is originally from Scaris. So for this, we're looking for a book that takes place abroad / not the US. So you can take this prompt in two different ways. If you live in the US, obviously don't read the book that's from the US, but also if you don't live in the US and want to read a book that takes place in the US, I'll definitely allow it, but we're definitely looking for just a book that has a different culture to it. Also, again, this counts books that might be fantasy but are highly inspired by a non-American environment. Next prompt is Hall Moanitor. Gotta love the puns. Because Rochelle is a hall monitor and she takes her job very seriously in the webtoons. So for this one, we're looking for a lawful good character, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. For people who aren't as familiar with alignment charts, lawful good characters are characters whose motivations are to do good, but they will only act within the law. They won't break any rules in trying to get their goal to do good. And the last prompt for Rochelle is Friday Night Frights, Transfer Student. Again, a reference to another movie. Actually, I think this might have been the introduction movie for Rochelle, where she was a Skultimate roller skater for a rival in school, but she ends up deciding, because her team didn't appreciate her, to join the Monster High team. So for this prompt, we're looking for a character who switches sides. And now the prompts for Robecca Steam. The first one we chose is Hexacaiah, who is her dad, the mad scientist inventor who created her. So for this prompt, we're looking for a book that involves family. And obviously you can interpret family as broad as you want, or even found family, to be honest. You know, have fun with these. For the next prompt, of course we had to do this. Steampunk, because obviously Robecca Steam's design is highly inspired by steampunk. So for this category, we're looking for a book with a historical setting. So obviously anything that's not set in the contemporary setting, even if it's like a book written and taken place in the 90s, sure, you can read that and count it for this category. And again, like if you're reading like a fantasy where the world is heavily inspired by a different time period, that also fits. Or read an actual steampunk book, because that would be really cool. And the last prompt for Robecca is Skultimate Rollermaze. This was the film that Robecca was first introduced in. Because Friday Night Frights is such a girl power movie, we are looking for, you know, strong female leads, or, you know, girls sticking it to the boys. Anything that counts as an empowering feminist read. And now for Neighthan Rots prompts. The first prompt is Freaky Fusion. This is the movie that Neighthan was introduced in, all about monsters that have more than one type of monster parent. So for this one, we're looking for a book that is a hybrid of 2 or more genres. There's a lot of fun books out there that really play with genre and mix up tropes. Anything that you can kind of classify as more than one genre, that's the kind of book we're looking for this prompt. The next prompt is Rainbow, because of course Neighthan has a lovely rainbow mane. And for this one, we're looking for a book with LGBT rep. So any sort of character that is not straight or just not cis. And the last prompt for Neighthan is Freaky Flaw. Every Monster High character is given a freaky flaw. And so we interpreted this as a character with a tragic past, which honestly, again, a lot of different books you can interpret for this category. For Skelita, our last character, her prompts are Day of the Dead, of course, because she is modeled after Sugar Skulls. And so we're looking for a book about death. This can be either like a book about coping with death, or it's about the afterlife, or like the undead, or even just like a book where like a huge moment is a character dies. Again, lots of interpretations for it. The next category is Drop Dead Goregeous. So this was kind of inspired off of Scaris City of Frights, where Skelita is one of the fashion designers that Claudine is in competition with. So keeping in mind that she is a very fashion conscious ghoul. And the phrase comes from the Monster High theme song. So for this one, we're looking for fashion/clothes playing an important role in the book. And for this, like, you know, if like a character has a very distinct style, or even just like if a like certain outfit has significance in the book. Or if the character is just like really into fashion, honestly, that's like the most dead nose interpretation of this prompt. And the very last prompt is Scaritage, a pun on the word heritage, and it comes up a lot in the Monster High series. And we did this one specifically for Skelita because one of her episodes is about talking about the character's Scaritage. So we chose to interpret this as a Chosen One main character because in a way, like a Chosen One character inherits their destiny. Okay, so that's all the prompts for this readathon. I am so excited to see everyone's interpretations of this prompt. Again, I kind of gave like an idea of how you can interpret it in this video, but if you can make an argument for why a book would fit one of these prompts, absolutely read that book for the prompt. This is about having fun. Also, you're welcome to double up on prompts too. We do have a bingo board to fill out for this readathon, and also all of the graphics that appeared in this video, along with the bingo board, will be available in our Discord. And I do recommend that people who want to participate in this readathon follow the other hosts, because we will be doing weekly reading sprints and kind of taking turns with it week to week, so you won't want to miss out on that. And if you want to join the Discord too, we'll be talking about Monster High stuff and also helping each other fill out the prompts. Keep your eyes open because, like I said, next week I am planning on uploading my TBR video for this readathon and offering book recommendations for these various prompts as well. And if you're interested in seeing my Monster High doll collection, I made a video of it. I will link that in the description below if you want to check that out. My teeth kept falling out while I was filming this video, and I definitely have a lisp from them, but I really needed to wear them to complete my closet cosplay of Draculaura. So yeah, if you got this far in the video, leave me a skull in the comments below, and if you are a Monster High fan, let me know who your favorite character is. And I hope to see you participate in this readathon with us next month because it's going to be a lot of fun. Remember to support your local library, shop independent bookstores when you can, and until next time, please stay tuned!